Everything money. Why you need to buy Tesla stock. Elon Musk is probably the most eccentric billionaire you know. If he is not making brow-raising jokes on Twitter, he is with Joe Rogan trying out psychedelics. Or he is on SNL making jokes that never probably land. He is kind of like Tony Stark if Tony Stark had a questionable sense of humor, did not care about fighting crime, and loved tweeting. A lot. But if there's one thing Musk does very well, it is growing the price of Tesla stock. Right now, Tesla is worth around $1 trillion, which is an insane amount for a company that pretty much started selling cars in 2010. If you have not yet bought Tesla stock, this video will tell you why you should immediately do so and how doing so can lead you to be set for life. Okay, maybe not set for life, maybe just be set for a few years. Time will tell. Anyway, let's begin. Easy marketing. In 2021, General Motors spent an incredible $2.7 billion on advertising in the United States alone. In the same year, Ford spent an incredible $3.1 billion. In contrast, Tesla spent about $0 on advertising in the same year. According to Musk, Tesla has a philosophy of not buying advertising. This means two things for the company. The first is that it ends up saving a lot of money that could go to other parts of its operations. It also means it probably has a better bankruptcy buffer than other companies since it saves more. The second thing is that Tesla now has the money to spend more on research and development than almost every other car company, and the difference is not tiny. For example, a news report recently showed that Tesla spends the most on the research and development of any car company in the world. The company spends almost $3,000 per vehicle sold on research and development. That is almost thrice the industry average of $1,000 per vehicle. The next closest research and development spending per car is Ford, which only spends around $1,186 per vehicle. This means that Tesla will probably innovate faster when compared to other car manufacturers. The company will probably develop better features and make better cars simply because it spends more on research. Now you are probably thinking about what that has to do with their stock price. Here's the thing. If Tesla continues to make great cars that are more advanced than those of their competitors, their stock price will continue to rise as they will capture more market share. It is inevitable. So even if you buy Tesla stock at what seems to be high prices now, Tesla's dedication to innovation means it will still increase. But if Tesla does not spend a lot of money on advertising, how does the car get advertised? There's no way word about the car gets around through word of mouth alone, right? Right? Well, kind of, yes. But it's not so straightforward. The fact that Tesla does not buy advertising does not necessarily mean the company does not advertise. Instead of buying advertising, Tesla focuses on media coverage. That means they allow the media to do their advertising for them. For example, Musk may send out a tweet about a new feature a car has, and since people want to know about Tesla, the media will cover that news to guarantee clicks. Of course, the downside is that the media does not have to paint Tesla in a great light, and that is exactly why Tesla focuses so much on making great products, so that when they eventually get covered by the media, the coverage will be positive. You might argue that it is a risky plan, but it is probably why Tesla is now a $1 trillion company, and its closest competitor is nowhere close. Tesla has loyal fans. Unlike many other stocks, Tesla stocks do not pay dividends. That is right. It does not matter how many of Tesla stocks you own, you are never going to get anything from Mr. Musk himself. Ordinarily, that should mean that Tesla stocks will be low in demand, right? Since people are not guaranteed anything by actually holding the stock, it stands to reason that no one would want to hold it, right? Wrong. Unlike other companies that pay dividends, Tesla has an army of loyal customers growing daily. Think of Tesla stock like Bitcoin. There are many people called Bitcoin maximalists who will simply never sell their coins and will always buy more whenever the price dips. One of them is even the president of El Salvador. That, my friends, is exactly what Tesla stocks are like. There are a lot of people who will always fortify their Tesla stock holding positions, no matter what. Come rain, come shine, come financial market disaster. They will simply always buy Tesla stock. That means Tesla stock will never fall off the cliff as long as these customers remain loyal. In fact, the stock price is likely to increase as the base of loyal customers increases. But what drives this customer loyalty? It probably has something to do with the fact that Tesla is extraordinarily good at satisfying customers. According to a survey by Consumer Reports, about 91% of Tesla owners would purchase the same car if they had to do it all over again. Their closest competitor was 7 percentage points behind them. Aside from that, according to IndexNPS.com, Tesla has a downright ridiculous Net Promoter Score. A Net Promoter Score is an index that measures how often customers would recommend a brand to others. Tesla has a Net Promoter Score of 96, ranking about 12 points ahead of its closest competitor. So not only do Tesla fans love Tesla and would buy it again, they also would recommend it to others. That is an insanely loyal fan base. Continued innovation. The most inspiring part of Tesla is probably its penchant for getting things done. There seems to be no mountain too high, no river too wide, and no obstacle too difficult for Tesla to cross. It seems the company actively and willingly looks for problems and solves them. People mocked the company when Tesla started making electric cars for interstate travel. They had a good laugh at the idea of a Tesla getting stranded in the middle of a highway with no charger to charge it. However, Tesla solved that problem by rapidly building its supercharger network in a way that was not only cheap, but also extremely sustainable as well. If anyone had said Tesla would have almost 1,500 supercharging stations in the US alone by 2022, a lot of people would have laughed. But despite all odds, the company got that done. Another problem that Tesla has solved that many did not think it could solve was the battery problem. Batteries are expensive, and it is quite difficult to make relatively cheap Teslas with expensive batteries. To solve this problem, Tesla decided to build gigantic factories capable of making every single thing a Tesla needs from start to finish. They called these factories gigafactories, and they built so many that Tesla could now create an oversupply of batteries in the industry if it were so inclined. The company went from solving a problem peculiar to it to solving one peculiar to its industry. That is the kind of groundbreaking innovation that happens at Tesla. If this continues, the sky is the starting point for their stock prices. And that is quite interesting because a Tesla is the first automobile to leave our atmosphere and go to space. So yes, the sky might be Tesla's literal and figurative starting point. Why would you not want to own the stocks of a company that is innovating and growing as fast as that? Tesla is not just a car company. Despite all these reasons to buy Tesla stocks, you might still not want to buy them because you assume it's overvalued. And it is easy to think that way since no other car manufacturing company aside from Tesla comes close to being worth $1 trillion. You might even wonder what makes Tesla special. What if I told you that Tesla is not a car company? Instead, it is an energy company that happens to sell cars. Reducing Tesla to just cars is kind of like reducing Samsung to just phones. Sure, Tesla vehicles may be its biggest business right now. Still, the company plans to expand into any industry that requires batteries. And let me tell you this for free, the market for batteries is large. Tesla's value is much higher than its contemporaries. It simply has a much higher ceiling. And that is it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons. Remember to share it with others who you think might learn a thing or two as well. Until our next finance video.